What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's midday market recap. My name is Brad, and this is Own the Chaos, where we talk about everything over the counter stocks. And today sucks. This whole week has sucked. There hasn't been hardly anything moving except for CMGO, which thank you so much for CMGO. Otherwise, this whole week probably would not have been quite nearly as exciting. First of all, if you're joining this channel for the first time, this is the first time watching this, welcome. Hopefully I earn your subscription and a thumbs up. Just give me a thumbs up for CMGO because, that's all we got right now. There's a couple other movers today, and we'll talk about what's going on with those. And I put my headphones on. Why do I do? I always do this. Y'all need to tell me. I do it for sound checking, but why do I need them on while I'm broadcasting? I don't know. But anyway, hopefully you don't give me a thumbs down for that because it was terrible. But anyways, looking through today, there's a couple of movers. PDPR came up with some unusual volume. Looks like the dilution's kind of tapered off there, and started to get some movement on that. Again, we'll talk about CMGO and into moving into next week. And also some bottom plays. And that's kind of really all that we're seeing right now. When it's slow like this, you just kind of look for areas of opportunity to perhaps make an entry on something that maybe you missed out on previously that may still have future and impending catalysts and that sort of thing. So we'll take a look at that. Let me welcome some folks in here. Jason, Blade Runner, Amy, Andrew, Papa Wolfeck. Good to see you all. And Ronson, nice to see you as well. So if you are not part of my community, we have a free community of almost 4,000 members from around the globe learning and growing and celebrating each other's success, and that is WeTradeHQ.com. WeTradeHQ, the link is in the description below. It's absolutely free to join. We have a Discord group of 4,000 members, and then we also have a free platform, and they're interconnected. So the Discord is integrated into our website. You can go and do free technical analysis, chat with your friends about your favorite tickers, amongst all kinds of other cool tools and resources to help you become a better trader, and it's all free. Go check it out at WeTradeHQ.com. Now let's get started. So as per the usual, I will share my screen with you folks. And we're going to talk about an old friend, which is INKW. INKW, we talked about this yesterday within my morning mentorship. And if you're interested in joining my morning mentorship, I go live with you guys from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern time, just to kind of give you a depiction of what it is that I'm watching before the market opens and execute accordingly if necessary. But looking at INKW, this is one of my longer term holds. A lot of frustration here, I'm not going to lie, from its highs around 5 cents just a month and a half ago. It's been pretty frustrating, but I still see a lot of long-term potential in this. No idea why there was any reason for the selling off of these shares. To be honest with you, I think it all just comes down to boredom, and we talked about that yesterday morning within my mentorship folks. And really, it really kind of looked like this 01 area was a good bottom support for INKW. For those of you who already had a position or maybe looking to make an entry, this, in my opinion, was probably a good spot to get in at. If you look here on the daily chart, if I zoom out here, you can see that 01 seems like to be a pretty good resistance there. And really, ultimately, it was. You can see that even though it's on lower volume, had some decent volume yesterday, if I'm honest, and you can see how it really just bounced off of 01, and we're going to make a trek here above that, hopefully, as long as the whacking stops. That was quite frustrating there for a little bit. Several days of red. It just no idea, just some senseless selling, I think, in my opinion. So that's INKW in a nutshell. I just wanted to point that out to you guys, identifying that bottom 01 support. I think that's where it is. I was holding out on adding to this position until I could really identify a good support level, and 01 seemed to kind of really be it. So I was able to average down on this quite nicely, and I'm still happy with this position. Still looking forward to what's lying ahead. I know I haven't talked about it for a while, so I just wanted to address it with you folks. A lot of you had some questions about it. But anyway, nevertheless, a couple things that were also moving today. PDPR, let me refresh this real quick. So PDPR, we got in on unusual volume. At first, it was going to be a just kind of like a lottery play for me this morning, but it got some crazy unusual volume. Looking at the half-hour chart here, we haven't seen this kind of volume since really February 21st, and that was just a bunch of selling volume. Really, as far as buying volume goes, we haven't seen that in quite some time. Pointed out again in our mentorship group, shout out to Ryan within our group. He actually noticed this first, and then it appeared on my unusual volume scanner that I have here on my equity feed scanner. You can see here PDPR is up 50%. When we first noticed it, it only had 30 trades this morning, and we were able to hop in on this on 14, 15, and 16. Right now, we're just kind of flat at this point, and we'll see where this goes. The reason why I decided to take a position, and I didn't go crazy on it, but having said that, we can look at level 2 and see that the dilution on this is kind of backed off considerably. So, maybe there's something else coming here. We'll just watch and see. I'm just going to watch it very closely and intently. But, again, it's always interesting to see how things come about when unusual volume shows up. So that's how you identify certain things to get into. You see the unusual volume, and then you go to work. You do some due diligence, try to figure out what's going on, and then make a decision as to whether or not you see value in this and stocks that come up on unusual volume. Another one was NTAH. We looked at this one, kind of made decisions. Some of us made decisions to make a quick flip out of this, which I didn't see any problem with. Started out at 005 and gapped up this morning. Had highs of 012. Some folks made a few bucks on this one. This is a reinstatement play. This is a custodianship that I actually played with late last month. Made a nice little double out of it. Got in at 005, sold out, above one, above 012, I believe it was. Anyway, made a nice little double on that one. And there's some opportunities to do that there. But unfortunately, this thing is super thin. Volume here is an issue, liquidity there. So a couple of folks have made a quick flip for a few bucks. That's kind of all there was there for NTAH. This is a Dave Lazar reinstatement that had a custodianship last month. And it was kind of interesting to note that there was, this quick of a turnaround on reinstatement. Sometimes he takes forever. He's probably one of my least favorite, quote unquote, car salesmen as far as shells are concerned and taking them over. But we'll see. We'll see where this goes. I don't think we're going to see much of NTAH for a while until we actually have a reverse merger candidate. The catalyst today was that reinstatement, and I don't think we're going to see much else until something else actually happens as far as a reverse merger is concerned. So that is kind of it, guys. There's really not much else out there as far as news, stocks that are moving. It is an awfully slow day. Typically, Fridays are on the slower side anyway. And really all this week, it's just been low volume all over the place. But it is what it is. You can't have crazy runners every single day of the week. It's just not possible. But there's opportunities, like I was pointing out with INKW, that you can make some nice, decent entries if you're looking to average down or maybe even make an entry. Maybe you missed the first time it went crazy and you're looking to make a potential move here as it's establishing that bottom support. So that's kind of it, guys. If you guys like this, I certainly would appreciate a thumbs up, even though the market isn't doing what we'd like it to. I can't control that all the time, but nevertheless, I still go live with you guys today to try to find some nice little gems for you to potentially get in on and make that moolah. So that is it from me, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully I earn your subscription. Go check out WeTradeHQ.com. And if you want to fit in with the rest of the crowd and be cool like me, go check out the merchandise store too. We got all kinds of cool shirts. It's just for fun, nothing crazy. There's some like BTFD kind of stuff or whatever. But if you're interested in checking that out, go check that out. Some pretty cool designs. And that is it for me, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a great weekend. Be sure to tune in to Sunday at 8:30 Eastern time, where I go live. It's Stock Watch Sunday. We go over all the stocks that have potential moves in them throughout the week. CMGO was one of them, and it has run 1,000%, just as an example of how Stock Watch Sunday ends up working out. So there you have it, guys. Have a great weekend. I will see you all Sunday. As always, I'll see you before the bell. B. Smith is out. Have a good weekend.